In a remote village at the edge of a dense forest, there lived a humble stonecutter named Haru. He spent his days working hard, cutting stones from the mountainside and shaping them for the village's homes and temples. Though skilled in his craft, Haru was not content. His life felt monotonous, and he often gazed at the grand homes of the wealthy, yearning for a life of luxury and ease. One sweltering summer day, after hours of grueling work under the sun, Haru sat by a boulder, wiping the sweat from his brow. As he rested, he noticed a procession making its way down the village road. A rich merchant in a gilded carriage, his clothes shimmering with gold and jewels. Haru's heart filled with envy. "If only I could be like that merchant," he muttered to himself. "He lives such an easy life, full of riches and comfort." To his astonishment, a voice echoed from nowhere. "Your wish is granted." Suddenly, Haru found himself dressed in fine silks, seated in a luxurious carriage surrounded by servants. He marveled at his newfound wealth and reveled in the attention and respect he received from others. But soon he realized that with wealth came its own challenges. The sun still beat down on him, just as it had when he was a stonecutter, and he grew restless, feeling no more satisfied than before. One afternoon, as his carriage moved through the fields, Haru looked up at the blazing sun and sighed. "The sun is far more powerful than wealth," he thought. "It shines over everything and commands the world. I wish I could be the sun." Once again, the mysterious voice answered, "Your wish is granted." Haru became the sun, blazing in the sky, shining down on the world with tremendous power. He felt invincible as he cast his rays over the mountains, rivers, and forests, heating the earth below. But before long, he noticed that the clouds could block his light and cool the land despite his efforts. His frustration grew. "The clouds are more powerful than the sun," he grumbled. "They can cover the sky and control where my light goes. I wish I could be a cloud." And so Haru became a cloud. He drifted through the sky, dark and heavy, releasing rain over the land, drenching the fields and villages below. He felt strong, controlling the elements as he pleased. But soon, a powerful wind came, scattering him across the sky, breaking him apart. "The wind is stronger than the clouds," Haru thought. "It can move even the heaviest storm. I wish to be the wind." In an instant, Haru became the wind, roaring through valleys, toppling trees and scattering leaves. He felt untamed and free, racing through the world with unstoppable force. But as he blew against the mountains, he found that no matter how hard he tried, he could not move them. They stood tall and unmoved, defying his power. "The mountain is stronger than the wind," Haru realized. "It stands firm, unshakable. I wish to be a mountain." And so, Haru became a mighty mountain, towering above the world. He felt invincible, immovable, and eternal. Nothing could harm him, or so he thought. But one day, as he stood tall against the elements, he felt something sharp and persistent cutting into his base. Looking down, Haru saw a simple stonecutter chipping away at his surface, slowly but steadily carving out stone. Haru was struck by the realization. The stonecutter, the one thing he had longed to escape, was more powerful than all he had wished to become. The stonecutter could shape mountains, resist the wind, and endure the heat of the sun. Haru understood at that moment that true power and fulfillment did not come from changing who he was, but from embracing his own strength and purpose. "I wish to be a stonecutter again," Haru whispered. The mysterious voice answered once more, "Your wish is granted." Haru found himself back in his humble workshop, his hands once again rough with the feel of stone. But now his heart was filled with a newfound sense of contentment. He had learned that power wasn't about wealth, status, or control over nature. It was in the quiet persistence of his work, in the strength to shape the world around him, one stone at a time. From that day on, Haru no longer envied the lives of others. He poured his heart into his craft, knowing that true happiness lay in embracing who he was and finding pride in the life he had built. His work became not only his livelihood, but his legacy, and the stones he shaped stood as a testament to the quiet power of determination and self-acceptance. True strength lies not in what we wish to become, but in the acceptance and mastery of who we already are.